Just mocking up the exhaust system. I've had to change my design a couple of times. Now this does allow for me to change the muffler and go with a longer muffler, but I was going to go 2 into 2, but I have changed my mind and I'm going to go 2 into 1. I had the muffler lined up, but got a little chicory to do yet. But yeah, I'm just got that mocked up at the moment. I need to just tack it all, remove it, then weld it all up, and then I can worry about the crossover after that. But yeah, you just have to reset again, because you know it doesn't take long before you start making a mess. I have to tidy a little bit before I do the next step. Doesn't end. Well, I'll keep on soldering on. I promised my wife I would not MIG weld in this garage. I'm allowed to TIG weld, which I learned to do just yet, but I bought this. And I picked up my gas today, but I'm waiting for a couple other things, and then I've got a lot of learning to do. But yes, we're gonna tack weld this with the MIG and get everything in place, and hopefully maybe I should put something on the ground, hey, to stop the splatter, because Margarita might get a little bit upset with me, and that's a place I don't like to go. Alright, let's get this done. Look at the difference it makes when you actually replace both inside and outside screens, lenses on your helmet. You can actually see what you're doing. Okay, not the prettiest, but it is strong. It has sealed. That's MIG welded. Didn't use stainless wire this time. I just straight to it. I'm just going to paint all this up into this last weld here, and it's all tucked away behind the frame, and that's so you can't see it. You just see this end, which won't be painted, and that's spring loaded on this end. Yeah, but you know, overall let's get a little tidy up, but other than that, on she goes. Function over form, hey? And you know, I'm not 100% convinced, and you know, I might change it later. See what happens when I get better at my TIG welding. I might change the way that flows, and I might still shorten that as well. So I'm not going to put the tabs for the spring load yet, because I'm just going to see what it's like when I get it all together, because that's just an easy mod later. But I'd rather have it too long and be able to chop it back than realise I cut it too short. So that's how it is for now. What do we got? So we've got a little bit of trickery to do on this side, because this is harder. Oh, we're missing a pipe. We're missing a pipe. What do we do with it? The joys of... Oh, there we are. Yeah, no. Guess what I didn't do? I got distracted and I didn't tidy up. I just moved on to the next thing. It's funny how that happens. Oops, other way around. These are a funny old bike, these ones. So that'll go up into there. That goes in there, and then I've got to have a little play around how that crossover is going to meet up. Yeah, but anyway, I'll just I'll wedge this in so it stays, and then I'll have a play around with the other pipe. Okay, that's sort of roughly where it's going to go, and then it meets up around the other side there, but I've got to tweak my angles a little bit. And you know, you think you got it where it needs to be, and then when you go to do it all up, you find there's no give and it won't fit. So I learnt this doing a car exhaust and my 4-wheel-drive exhaust, that 1mm here equates to 10mm, 900 away, could be more. So you've got to make sure you're dead on. So you bolt everything up properly as if it was fitted. Then you tack, check again. If it's not right, cut the welds, redo it, tack again till you're happy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna also coat the exhaust around the back here, because I've put 2 layers of heat shield around his battery, because the previous owner hadn't the foresight and started to melt the battery. So I've done that, but I still think it needs a bit more. Plus I forgot this has also got to have a heat shield on it here, because it's your leg will come in contact with it. So I've got to actually weld some mounts onto this, and I have the standard heat shields, which will go over that. Yeah, now I just got to do a little bit of thinking now, which involves loud ticking noises of my ginormous brain. Margarita would say otherwise, or even more so my daughter. Yeah, and I'll see what I can come up with next. I've got to see what pipe bends I have here, and try and utilise what I already have. Okay, let's see what goes next. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there. I've had to play around for a little while now, trying to suss out how I'm going to go with this exhaust on this side. I'm actually still not 100% convinced whether I want to go 2-into-1 or go 2-into-2. What are your thoughts? 2-into-2, standalone exhaust for each cylinder, or with a joining pipe, or 2-into-1? Love to hear your thoughts. It'd be nice to actually have some feedback from people, because I know people do watch it. Yeah, anyway, just gonna have a little play around. I just cleaned my fabricating table, or welding table. This thing a client gave me. He passed away over a year ago now. Where are we? Yeah, he passed away a while ago now, and left me a lot. His daughters let me come around and sort of have free reign of what was sort of left. And one of the things was this tabletop. Now I've since put my own legs and wheels on it, but that tabletop there is about 220 kilos. It is ridiculously heavy. I had to have a mate come around with a crane truck and flipped it up the right way. After I got it out the trailer, it's as far as I could get it. Couldn't lift it to try and trolley it or whatever. It just wasn't going to happen. So I made the frame, and then we were able to flip it up once I made the frame, welded it straight to it while it was on its side. Yeah, it is crazy thick. It's awesome though. You can whale on it. Got these weird machining marks. I think it's a brother-in-law told me what it was, but I can't remember what it was. So if you know what it is, it's got these weird machine marks in it, and if you look underneath, it's got that going on. But it is, yeah, really thick and heavy. Anyway, I just thought I'd end on that note. Yeah, if you've got preference, thought on exhaust, I know it looks wicked with 2 pipes coming out the back. It just looks awesome, but yeah, I'll have a little play around and see what I want to do. I know top end wise it's better to go 2 pipes, but on a bike like this it's all low down and mid-range, so then I'm better off sticking to 2-into-1. Anyway, interested in your thoughts. Okay, alright, I'll end it there. Take care of yourselves out there. Hopefully I'll be riding this on the road soon. Alright, cheerio.